And we'll try that, and maybe now it works. I'm just pressing buttons. Hopefully it works. Let's see, does it work now? I'm just pressing random buttons and seeing if it works. This is how I normally commentate. There's been a technical issue with the game, with something. I'm going to make it work. Let's see. Am I now audible? Let's see. Yes, talking. Am I working? Yay! I don't know why that was broken. So I guess I just have. There we go. See, so basically what I've just done is rambled for the entirety of qualifying, and no one could hear me. I love this. I love this. See, this is what happens when you commentate for the first time in like a year. You get these technical issues, and it's not my fault. Well, it might be. Well, I don't know. It's the first time I've streamed on PS5, so it happens. But welcome, everyone. This is me. Now, my voice is already gone, so now you've got to listen to my half voice. So, well done. Well, I guess I might, well, just go through all the things again if we wait for a few seconds whilst I go through it. So Lewis and Pole, Ethan is second after getting a last lap compromisation. Then it's John, then it's also John. And it's Joseph, then it's Ash, Adam, then Liam down in 8th, didn't get the best lap alongside his teammate Rob. Aaron in 10th ahead of Mark, and then Gaz, Dude Bell, me, and then pushing on at the rear is Hoppers, didn't get a lap time, he disconnected. And if you don't know the rules, don't forget, of course, we do have medium tyres, and of course, there's some of them in use so far, but it was race 1, 2 and 3 that you can choose from, and the only ones that don't have a race 1 is Edwards, it's Thompson and also Thompson, so the race has been cancelled. So it's been stopped, it's been postponed for a second whilst we get back into it. So whilst I'm here, let's go through the standing again. So it is Liam McEwen, the returning driver of the season. He is currently leading the championship, 142 points. Alongside him is Ethan Graham. Of course, last year's, well, should have been champion, wasn't champion. I can't remember. Was it? No, he wasn't. I should know that. I was racing with him last season. I've forgotten already. 125 points. Adam Piper. Will he win a title? Probably not. We'll see. He might do. He hasn't said he's going to be a title contender this season. But, so maybe he's just going to be downplaying it. He's on 124 points. Panos on 119 from 92 for John. Aaron on, who's Joseph? My name is Jordan. I don't have a clue. Or Harding, I'm having a brain meltdown. Your name's now, your name's Joseph. I've mixed you up. Your name's now Joseph. It's gonna happen. Jordan. There we go. See, I knew that. So yeah. So it is Aaron in 6th on 89 points. Rob with 86, 68 for Jordan. Ashley on 55, then we've got Gary on 40, 38 for Stuart, Lewis Edwards on 38, 27 for Mark, and Andy on 20 at the back. In terms of the constructors, it is Rich Energy on 228 points. 209 for WSR, 208 for Sicily Motorsports, Paramax on 170, 932 for Team Hard, Napa on 88, and bringing up the red, it is the second Honda team of Halfords with 65. One of their drivers who are missing. 2 drivers so far. We've got Dude Bell McEwen on the mediums. We've also got Adam. We've also got Rob and Gaz on the mediums. Rest on softs. All 14 drivers on the grid so far of the 15 that we should have because one of them's missing, like we said. So let us just wait a few seconds. If someone wants to go on circuit so I don't have to look in the cockpit camera, that would be lovely appreciated. No, I don't think anyone is. So if someone wants to go on circuit, oh, everything's gone black. Is the session starting? Hey, we're going racing. So here we go then. And let's get ready for 5 red lights then. We go to the front of the grid. Is the game going to work? Is it going to crash? We'll find out in just a few seconds. The engine revs start to rise. And the horns are going on. Who's pressing the horn? 1 light, and then the second, the third, the fourth. When the 5th goes off, we'll be underway then. And it is going to be pedal to the metal, and we are off then. And it's a good start from Lewis. What about Ethan? Alongside him, trying to get the inside, down in towards turn 1. Has he got the overlap? Let's see. Lewis covering him off. His teammate there trying to go to the inside. Can't quite do it. Now, can John try and swoop around the outside on the first opportunity? No, he can't. Lewis very wide there, and almost losing there. Now with the 2 teammates, the 2 BMWs, side by side then into turn number 2. Let's see, is Lewis going to give his teammate the room? Yes, they do. Touch ever so slightly. They rub wheels. They rub again. Here comes John then. Around the outside, the 2 teammates really rubbing into each other. And there's big problems there. Is now Lewis diving back up the inside of his teammate. And this is not what the 2 BMW teammates wanted to happen off the start, because now all of a sudden it's a melee of drama. And now we've got 2 free cars. And Ethan, who really does not need to have this issue, is going to be swamped by John up the inside. What's up for the other John? Is he going to have a look up the inside again? No, he isn't. Over the grass. They all get through here just about. But Lewis, again off the road there, forcing his teammate off the road a little bit. There was definite contact, and these 2 being already extremely aggressive. Further down the field, Adam and Liam go battle. Liam trying to go around the outside of the first opportunity there, around the long right-hander. Has he got any opportunity around there? Let's see. On board is there. Jordan having a big mistake there as Hardy gets all out of shape, drops down in position. One car in the wall in the background as well at the back. I'm going to presume that is going to be the other Napa driver at the back so far, but up front, all ends well. It remains like it did a few seconds ago. Lewis Edwards leads the field away after an interesting moment there. A bit of contact between the two drivers. As Ethan off the road there, Ethan into the wall. Has he gone a bit too wide? Was he helped? Another car off the road there. Another one off in the background as well. So 3 cars into the wall. Very low grip out there, it appears. And then see it on the inside goes John. No surprise there. We know John's going to be aggressive. Ethan's going to try and come through, and he wants to be careful. He doesn't make contact with the other driver, and wow, they definitely do touch there. And was there a little bit of lag involved in that one? Who knows? But definite contact between the two drivers. As now McEwen on the charge. Is he going to go dive up the inside? He's going to have Harding up the inside. He's got Rob up the inside trying to push as well. And these drivers all pushing on extremely hard so far. But it is Lewis with a commanding lead so far up front. About 2 seconds, I give or take, right there as we look down at McEwen, the championship leader, stuck behind Mr. Panos. And big moment there. And he gets all over the curb. And let's see, is Harding going to come through? And we can't, but that Civic not looking planted whatsoever right there over the curb. As we got up the inside, we've got Harding and Rob. Let's see around the outside. No, can't quite do it around there, so has to just sit back, just relax for a few seconds as we take attention back to Ethan. He's battling then with John on board. Then we go with the BMW. And again, the BMW should here have the theoretical advantage. John really sliding that car, and that's not going to help him. Remember, of course, he is on the soft tyres, so is Ethan as well. So this is a good exit speed. Now, we know the BMW has been lower on its top end, especially compared to John, especially compared to some of the other cars. It has been a bit better in recent races, but let's see. No opportunity up the inside there. He's going to go for it. Then lane braking for Ethan. Has he got the car stopped? Yes, he does. So a beautiful little move then from Ethan straight up the inside, and he's not waiting around. He wants to go for it. Is John going to try something then straight away? You would hazard a guess that he would hold station for the time being. Hello. He's a little bit over the curb right there, and he's pushing very hard. Adam, meanwhile, down in fourth. Then we've got John ahead of now Joseph. McEwen now dropping down a position yet again. So again, proving trouble as Ashler nailed on the brakes. I thought for a second he was going to hit his teammate as Rob. Was there contact between Rob and Ash? I think there might have been. They were very close. I might have just missed a beautiful overtake from Ash there. In the background, we have a battle between Aaron and Gaz Monkey. Are these two going to go battle? Nope, they're not. And at the back, to absolutely no one's thoughts. Hopper's struggling. He's not having the best season so far, bless him. But he's pushing on. And let's see what he can do. Is John into the wall again. So that 3 of 9. And they're pushing hard. They are very much pushing hard. These two drivers, they're on the top of their game. Remember, the highest racing mediums is, unsurprisingly, Adam. And Adam Piper, the man who shows up with 2 minutes of practice and normally goes rapidly quick, he's going quick. And who's that in the wall? There's a big car in the wall. And who's that? Is that Rob? It is Rob off the road. And, oh, goodness me. How was he not collected there? And that would have been, was that Gaz Monkey? It would have been Gaz Monkey. So, Rob, very lucky puppy on this occasion, but a problem, and a very big problem for the AXR driver. And, oh, goodness. Wow, hello. And there, Aaron going off the road. Oh, well, they won't make all their action going on right now, and, well, they're proving it. Bit of a mistake again. How has he lost it there, is the question. Has he got, well, he must have got on the grass, and the four-wheel drive, dropping it. I wouldn't have thought that would happen. Now, wow, that is a problem. That's a big problem for him. Meanwhile, 3.2 seconds the gap between first and second so far. We've got a battle potentially between Ash and Jordan, who I keep trying to call Joseph. I don't know, it's JPH, it's just my brain going Joseph. Is it auto-correcting? It's Jordan. We did have a Joseph once upon a time, a long time ago. I can just about remember Joseph. We got Adam and John still battling. We do. In the background, we've also got Lee's guys battling. So this is the kind of real battle going on right now. We've got the battle for third, the battle for fourth and fifth, the battle between sixth, seventh, and eighth. And are we going to see a move up the inside for Jordan into the Essex? And you would having to guess the answer would be no. What about meanwhile? Yellow flags and rotary. Ethan Graham off the road, and a big mistake there. Oh no! Goodness me. And unsighted potentially, didn't have anywhere to go. And Ethan, the man who needed to be perfect, goes tumbling down the order, and that surely is the end potentially of his championship aspirations. Did he get? He must have gone on the curb. We know the BMW's been very loose through that. And again, Ethan having that rotten luck so far this season, and it's one thing after the other, and it's just going from bad to worse. And meanwhile, Adam Piper, that's not Adam, that's Ash. Adam and Ash together. Go on, sons. You're doing it. Go on, Ash. Go get third. We believe in you. Well, Lewis Edwards, the man who I think we should disqualify because he's drunk, you know. I think it's fair. Leads this race. Ahead of John, who is in a nice second position. Then it's Adam, Ash, and you got to feel slightly for Jordan there. Nowhere to go realistically. He could have tried to brake. I'm sure he did try and brake, but even that, after the spin right on the racing circuit, I mean, he can't really get out of the way as much as anything where he was, so he kind of did the best he could. Unfortunately, contact happened as another car off in the background. Who's off this time? Is it Rob? It is Rob. We've got another car going off. We've got a battle, and there was Aaron past Dude Bell there, up into 12th position as we scroll through to Hoppers, who's doing some rallycross in the Ford Focus. And oh dear, he's pushing on. Let's see, through the corner, and a little bit of lag. Carrying on so far, which is good to see. He's not retired, but Lewis up front. Gap 2.9 seconds to John. And then it comes Adam in at third, who should now move up into second as Astley getting all out of shape, but that should be fine for him. He'll keep the car on the road just about. Well, not pointing into a wall just about, which is good. The front wheel drive there, but now he's going to have McEwen. He'll have John to company as well as we ride on the bonnet. Come on, run on the front bumper of the car behind him. You can see John. There he is, right behind in the Mercedes. The car that is an interesting car. It's either very quick in some drivers' hand, or it's struggling, it would appear. And John, who didn't have the greatest last race, had a few incidents, and he's going to nudge McEwen a little bit there as well. Is he going to get through from that? He is a little bit of a bump and run potentially. Doesn't get through there, so no harm done there. Now, John, he's always been quite aggressive. Let's see, is he going to have an opportunity to make a lunge, and will he go for it on the first opportunity? He has had this thing of doing. Oh, never mind. Well, he doesn't need to make a lunge because off goes McEwen into the wall. And another driver, and well, Ethan's going to be absolutely loving this one as Fury goes back ahead of his championship rival. And the racing mediums there for McEwen. And again, he's been struggling through that section all race, all afternoon. And it comes to bite him. Yet again, and do apologise, my voice is already going. This is it'll take a while. We'll get used to it. The voice might come back. Otherwise, I'll just turn into a monotone evil. But let's see, Mark, and he's got Ethan behind him. And let's see Ethan through this corner, and we know it's very loose. And you can see there, you can see the car getting loose. But up the inside of Mark, beautiful run through there on the other driver on the racing soft. Mark not fighting it too heavily. And now Ethan's going to have to find 3 and a bit seconds till we've got Jordan, then we've got John. So it's not impossible to get Panos to get up there into around about 5th position, but he's going to have to work for it. Up front, Lewis still leads in this race from John. You can see the field of cars there, Ash, and then Adam, who is taking the scenic route through the corner. It seems every driver I've cut to so far is off the road. So I see my abilities to curse still remains, which is good to see. Ash in second from John in John in second from Adam in third, from Ash in fourth, from Panos in fifth. Then we've got Jordan, then we've got Ethan now ahead of Mark. McEwen's dropped down another position to 9th. So again, Well, yeah, like I said, he had that mistake earlier on. Again, another mistake through there. He's not happy with that car whatsoever. It doesn't seem Rob's happy either. The car just seems extremely loose, and a car which is really seemed to be one of the more stable cars this season. To see it struggling so much is a surprise around here. Now, we know the BMW was going to be suited to this circuit, but again, struggling as well as Ethan. I mean, unless we ignore Lewis, who is, as we know, some kind of hybrid creature born out of Chernobyl and has 72 fingers and 16 legs. John is second, who, as we know, being American, is well adapted to just showing up and being quick when he wants to. Is that... Oh, for a second, Panos is coming into the pit lane then. Ash, now he's dropping down a position. Is he going to be able to cover up the inside? They have the inside line, late braking, and now what we want to do is get a bit of a squeeze on the throttle. Just give him a little bit of a... no, you're not going around the outside, and give him a little bit of an edge. There we go. Give it the cover off now. You've got to cover the inside, because Panos will go up the inside if he has the opportunity. No, thinks better of it this time. So Panos backing out a little bit this time around, but now with a good exit through here, Ash is going to have to cover the inside line. Is John going to do the old switcheroo? Nope, doesn't quite think of it there. What about the up and under? Can he get anything on the exit? And here we go. Now, down into the chicane. It's going to be bold. It's going to be brave. It's going to be silly if he tries it. Let's be fair there. It's not an easy overtaking opportunity. You have to be really brave to go through there. And nope, can't do it. Again, Richard on the exit. He's going to stay back. Adam, again, struggling on those medium tyres as well, though. So he is really set himself up into prime position for next race, especially if he's going to... Well, he'll be on the softs, obviously, because he uses medium so far. That's Ethan then. 1.4 seconds. The gap now to 6th. Is there an opportunity? He keeps closing in, so there's every chance, but... what would have been a presumable second position for we presume just the car losing it on the curbs. Drop them down a position as through goes Mark, and also through goes Liam. Is that Ethan off again? It is Ethan off again. Well, you know what? You couldn't make it up, could I? When I just say, did the car have a mistake through that? He's done it again. And poor old Ethan isn't having the time of his life. It's gone from bad to worse. Well, it's not the end of the world because he's still ahead of McEwen, but he's on the mediums, Ethan on the softs. This is a torrid afternoon for the man who is second in the title, and this really just going to make Alan Piper's job a little bit easier right now. Currently P3, will be P2 in the standings. Remember, they were only 1 point separate. And Ash still in 4th position, still holding that line. Still holding it for his teammate as well. John menacing, but I don't think he's got any other opportunity around this circuit to make a move. It's going to be brave. Either he gets it down into the last corner, which is always an opportunity, but a brave one. Otherwise, I don't see a way through. Unless Ash makes a mistake. Nice through there. So no way through up there. As you come up the crest, we'll cut to, of course, your race leader in just a due course. As we come through here, and again, still no battling going on, still no way through for John, so I think it's safe to say that Ash should get 4th, but to your race leader then, that's Hoppers, that's not the race leader, to your race leader, Lewis Edwards, through the last corner he comes, and the man who showed up being half drunk is going to win here in Kyoto, and he will win race number 1 of this afternoon. And across the line he comes, fast as the light, and P1 for him, John. Across the line in P2, then it seems to still be Adam, Ash, and then it's John, so it's going to remain the way it is. Adam ahead of Ash, then it's going to be John. Across the line, a good stirring from the two Renaults. Then it is John, and then it is Jordan. Then comes, across the line comes Ethan, a very frustrated Ethan, ahead of McEwen, then it's Rob, then it's Gaz, Aaron, and at the back it's going to be Dude Bell, and then we've got Mr. Andy Hoppers. Don't forget, by the way, Robot and Hoppers, BTCC legends. Here we are, and let's see, he has a little bit to go, so we'll run aboard with him. And also I take a breather then for a few seconds. Also, you just need to wait for Hoppers as he comes through the section. Let's see how he's doing. Can he get this? He's really been struggling this season. 150.5, 49s. About that, we've got 39s for Lewis. So he's struggling. But he's carrying on. And this is what we like to see in BTCC. This is what we like to see in FTR. These drivers, they don't just give up. They push on. Well, he doesn't get a push. He doesn't get a finish, unfortunately. The game's decided for him. And, Lewis Edwards with pole position, with the win, with pretty much nearly every lap led. A bit of contact with his teammate earlier on. And, there it is, race number 1 complete. So what is race 2 going to present itself? Who's going to be on what tyres? We'll find out in just a few seconds. Let me just save the replay. And don't forget, big up not cheering. You know the rules, says McKieran there. And don't forget, you know the rules, don't chew. And don't forget, by the way, like we said, if you're new to the series, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well to keep up to date with all the FTR stuff. We don't know how often it's going to be on this channel because I'm the only one that has the login now, it would appear. So make a stream on it now. Don't know if anyone else can. We'll figure that out maybe next season. We do need to... we might get Mr. Sean back, which would be good. Our former commentator, the legend, the great, the GOAT, the true GOAT of BTCC commentating is, of course, Mr. Man, Mr. Microphone Boy himself. Adam saying, Lewis Edwards, you didn't work with Ethan, now he just likes you. He said you have a small... Yeah, there we go. So, those two enjoying each other already. And see, the two teammates, they work well together. As does Ethan and Lewis. They're best friends, really. So you just wait then for race 2 to begin. Who are we going to have on the mediums? We're going to have Mark. We're going to have John on the mediums. We've got Jordan on the mediums as well. So 3 on the mediums, rest on the soft tyres. Sorry for the tap into the chicane. Mark apologising there to Gary. And again, do apologise by the way if I so Ethan there goes the wheel. That happens. Frustrations, we all get it. So they can go in the wheel. Accidentally, mind. It happens. It wasn't, I thought for a second it was going to be a horrifying accident like that. There we go. Like, just like that, thank you, John, for showing me the horrifying accident that I thought Ethan was about to happen in the straight. That's a perfect rendition of how my brain saw it. So thank you, John, there, as we've got Hoppers on circuit. As he goes through the chicane, nearly. Well, he comes towards the chicane. I hope John's okay. He's his head's down. I think he's died. Oh no, there we go. He's alive. He's looking. So he's not dead in the cockpit. Don't worry, he's good. You just wait for an intermission break for the time being. What should we talk about? Well, what we could talk about is Adam Piper. Doing well so far. P3. We start in P3 in this race, remember, of course. It is the finishing order of last race, and of course, race reverse grid. Ooh, reverse grid of race 2. Jordan apologising to Ethan for the incident. Wasn't Jordan's fault. Didn't have anywhere to go. One of those incidents that happen. Gotta say, I do love the beautiful sound of all the exhausts. Very beautiful. There's John in his natural habitat, sitting down there in the wall. I think he's been spotted. There you can see a wild Andy Hoppers driving around the circuit in the Napa racing. A creature of many abilities, some considered to be unnatural. And he's pushing on. And there we go, there's Dave Allen for his finish. Let's go back to normal action. So let's see, Lewis Edwards alongside John Thompson at the front of the field. Alan Piper in third. Ash in fourth, so a very beautiful position there for Ash, if he can keep it going. Now watch out for the four-wheel drives further down the field for getting good starts. Let's see what Ethan can do then from 8th position. What can Lewis do from first? Can he make it 2 out of 2? 5 lights are off. And we are underway then for race number 2. And again, a good start there from Lewis. Good start from Ethan as well as he comes up 1-2 positions. As let's see, we've got Ethan there, as we've got Adam Piper looking to the inside. Ethan up the inside, up into 5th position, alongside Ash, alongside John as well. 3 wide into turn number 1. Are we all going to make it through this time around? Yes, we are. And now Ethan already challenging for 3rd position. Is he going to try around the outside into the chicane? Wants to be careful. He doesn't get tapped around. I have another incident with another driver. He's had it a few times so far. As Ash, is he going to think about a move up the inside? Nope, does think better of it. Can't get up the inside right there. So Ethan then already up into 4th. Now, can he challenge up into 3rd on Adam Piper? And these two have had a bit of argy-bargies before this season and in previous seasons as well. They race hard. Very hard, we'll say that much. And let's see. Can Ethan get through? Not quite straight away. It'll be audacious to go through straight away. Has everyone got through the chicane for the first time is the answer. No. Who's off? Is it Mark? It is Mark Thompson at the back. He's had a mistake through the chicane, but up front Lewis leads by 1.9 seconds as Adam Piper goes up the inside of John, and now Ethan there trying to come up the inside as well, but John having none of it, and now he's going to try and come straight back through them round the side by side. Oh! And there was lag. There was definite lag, and there could be a massive problem down here as they all got to bunch up together and let you all get through. There's going to be more content. We got another car off the road. Oh my bumpering goodness gracious. It's Liam McEwen taking flight, and he survives. Well, this is all getting rather entertaining so far, isn't it? Race 2, off goes Rob, back on the road, and well, they're all getting a little bit arty-birdy right now. Is there a bit of lag? Is it a little bit of netcode? Who knows? These drivers pushing at their absolute limits so far. Down into turn number 1 is, is Ash going into the... Is that Ash? That is Ash. Poor Ash. Oh. Well, back down into 11th position. But we know Ash, he's got a good car. Now, he just needs to get some composure back. Push back on. And he'll get himself back up through the field pretty quickly. These drivers are all pretty close together as we cut back up towards the front of the field. Ethan in 3rd now still, behind Adam. Actually, we've got side-by-side action between the two drivers of that. McEwen there passing John Thompson before the chicane. John Bit of contact down into the braking zone there. You can see McEwen has to brake a lot earlier through that. It's not, the car is not working whatsoever down in that hill. It just slides. You can see the rear end stepping out. It's just going to be a battle of how many cars and how many positions can I gain. Side by side of the background, then we've got Ash up the inside of John. Racing mediums versus racing soft. And let's see, is he going to hold it around the outside or give him no opportunity to go right? And oi! Well, oh, don't rejoin like that. Ugh. Oh, goodness. And John back down into first team position. He's not having a good afternoon again. Just lost it on the curb, it would seem. And that's not the first driver to do it this afternoon. The curb is lethal. Absolutely lethal. Meanwhile, here's Ethan Graham to try and snatch away Adam Piper's hopes and dreams of P2. Let's see, round the outside he goes. Is Adam Piper gonna give him the room? Right around the outside, he'll be still there, remains ahead now. Ethan to the inside, down to the chicane. Has he got the overlap? Nope, doesn't quite yet, so backs off, goes for the, well, try and go for the, down into the hairpin if he can. You know Ethan's very good on the brakes in the BMW, and I don't think he's going to be that good on the brakes, however. Adam covers the inside, and does he get a good exit from it? Yes, he does, of course. The Renault, very strong still. Rob down in 4th, ahead of McEwen in 5th. Then it comes John Thompson in 6th. Again, still battling there with McEwen, still trying to get any opportunity to come through. As we go back up then, 4 attempts the gap between those two. Then we've got Rob, McEwen, John. Then we've got Jordan, Aaron. And then we've got Ashton at the back. We've got Dude, Bell, Mock. Then we've got John, Gaz, and Hoppers. Bring up the rear. Lewis Edwards, 3.9 second gap right now up front. He is well and truly pushing on away then from the rest of the field. As let's see on board with McEwen with Graham then. Has he got any opportunity to get past Adam? The car definitely seeming to be a lot quicker than the Renault, and straight away good exit through here, and Adam Piper's going to have to try and shuffle him wide if he can. Side by side, and let's see down towards turn 1. We know the Renault has a higher top speed, but Ethan determined and knowing he has to get his best opportunity, has to get the best race he can, needs to get past, needs to try and get towards his teammate. Has he got an opportunity? No, still, yeah, no opportunity up the inside. It is a definite percentage. If you try up the inside there, it would appear. And no one, I don't think I've seen anyone try and go up the inside of that chicane actually so far this afternoon. I'm not surprised. Ash up into 9th. Oh, hello, camera. There's Dude Bell. And then we've got Mark, John and Gaz up at the back. Lewis still leads this race. Looking down the field, what action have we got so far? A bit of a stalemate so far. Rob ahead of McEwen. He had one to wonder if these two are going to switch around in due course potentially. As, hello, that's a nice drift. Did you keep it? Go on, my friend. Mr. John TT there, showing us the Gymkhana acrobatic skills of him. Now, of course, the only American on the film, we would remember, of course, the ultimate god, Ken Block, who sadly passed away last year. The man who drove a Focus, not a VW, more famously. But meanwhile, not looking at either of those cars, we've got Ethan Graham pushing, and let's see, through here he goes. Again, you can see the car just idly trying to move around him, just under him. Is he going to go around the outside into the last corner? No, is the answer. But Adam Piper, they're taking a different line. Now, he's going to have to try and dumb him. He's going to have to try and force him to think he's not going to do something and then just send it. I think sending it from here will end in tears. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's going into him. Just about going into it. Well, I mean, it was audacious. You will have to let him through. He won't be able to keep that one, you'd imagine, and he's still going to try and go around the outside, but Max off in the end. Adam Piper, though, not helping himself there, gets all out of shape on the exit, but audacious moves. And this is what we like to see. Back up the inside, late braking, and he is on a mission. He is wanting through, and Adam decides, I'm not going to fight this one too much. It's not worth my time here, and I'm going to live to fight another day. Or, knowing Adam, he's going to chuck it down the inside into the chicane, and there's going to be a monumental shunt. No, he thinks better of it. What about in the exit of the chicane? No. Again, the Adam Piper. Not fighting hard. Surprised. Thought he would fought tooth and nail for that one a bit more. But Ethan, now can he go and challenge Lewis? No, probably is the answer. Adam Piper going for it again, though. He's not giving up. Maybe he heard me. He wants to fight this one, which we'll have to see. We know the BMW is the fastest car here. That, not a surprise. It's the fastest. Is it the most stable? No. Is Ethan going to keep it on the island this race? So far, it would appear that it should be possible. Behind him, we've got McEwen ahead of Rob. So those two are now switched. Presumably, that was either just a few seconds ago. Now McEwen can go try and chase after Adam Piper. Behind him we've got John, and then we've got, of course, Jordan, and then we've got Ash, Aaron, Dude Bell, and the rest of the gaggle of cars. Down at the back of the field, we'll have a look. We haven't seen him so much so far, and we'll have a little look, see what they can do. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, all in a nice little line. And, we do have 14, so who are we missing? Huh. So we've got we do have 14. So we normally have, do we have 14 all the time? We don't have 15 drivers, do we? Oh, I might just Well, we didn't. No, we don't. So Ethan in second now, ahead of Adam. And then we've got the two Rich Energies still lying astern. Again, not a lot of action going on. So we'll just keep a watchful eye on the map. We've got someone off. It's McEwen. And again, that chicane, it does not seem to be... I'll tell you what, I think after this race, McEwen is going to have some strong words for that chicane. I think the word is going to begin with C. And it's not going to be a nice word. But Adam, now back up into third position. And, well, he was in third. He stays in third. And, well, he's not going to stay in third if he does that. As he clobbers the wall. Gap up front, 6.8 seconds. So, Ethan now realistically just going to bring it home in second position, you would imagine, unless Lewis decides that, well, if he was in the party together, you would presume he would lift off and let his teammate take a free victory. But Lewis doesn't work like that, unfortunately, normally. So that's not going to happen. Roblo ahead of John, and then again ahead of McEwen, who I'm going to run on board with on this lap. And we'll look at the chicane, which he's had so much trouble through, is up ahead of him. You can just see Rob having a mistake himself, and there goes John Thompson around the outside and gets the job done on him as well. So again, another chicane, another driver, Rob and Liam, don't like chicanes this afternoon. As you see down into the camera, you can see, look at the car lemons. It's this curb on the inside. Normally, you can see how tentative he's taking it. It's a lottery, it looks like. If the car is going to stay on the track, if it's not going to stay on the track. Behind him, we've got Ash now up into 7th position. So, continue to come through the field slowly. So, remember, Ash and Jordan are in a little battle here for the championship order. So, this is kind of crucial between these two, who thinks ahead of who. So far it's Ash. Let's see if it stays that way as we continue looking through the field. Ethan up through, he comes into his least favourite corner in the universe. And again, John, all these cars, they've ripped this circuit. Doesn't seem to be suiting this these cars whatsoever. They just seem to be struggling. No grip out there, especially on the curbs. They're just all making mistakes, all going wide, all having errors. And I think it's more of the circuit this way around. Normally the other round it is better, historically speaking, and normally in racing does, but it's good to see this circuit this way. We don't see it oftenly, and it has provided some interesting action. Has it provided the greatest spectacles of races so far this season? Definitely not up the top, but it's not been bad so far. John down in 10th position, then ahead of Gaz Monkey, Dude Bell, Mark and Hoppers, who is 37 seconds off the lead, and that is Lewis Edwards leading again this afternoon. Even in second as well, so going a little bit wide there. I thought for a second that car was going to go for a spin. And then Piper still in third, so looking for back-to-back podiums for him this afternoon. That's going to, again, the battle for second will close up a little bit. I mean, both these drivers will be closing up a little bit on first position as well. An off weekend for McEwen, but again, not through him, through the car instead. As Alan Piper taking the scenic route for the second time this afternoon through that corner as we begin lap number 9 of 9. Last lap of this race. Lewis Edwards then begins it. For back-to-back victories then this afternoon for the BMW driver. As we look through then to see potentially is Rob going to relinquish that place to his teammate. The I presumable answer would be yes, but we don't quite know if that's going to happen. Meanwhile, John ahead of Gaz Monkey still, and we've got Dude Bell, we've got a car, yellow flags. Who is that? That's Aaron, who's made a mistake again. Second time this afternoon he's made a mistake into that last corner. Did it in race 1 very spectacularly in front of the cameras. Now he's done it just beyond the camera. So struggling again as Ashler continue on to 7th, stays there so far. As all eyes so far on the two Rich Energy cars. Are we going to see a strategic switch between these two drivers this afternoon? McEwen having struggled in this car so far, and chicane not helping him whatsoever. But Rob, is he going to let him through? You would hazard a guess they would. Especially in the grand scheme of how the title fight is looking up. It's going to be a lot closer. Is he going to do it? I don't know. Meanwhile, we'll go to your race lead then through the last corner. And here comes Lewis Edwards. 2 out of 2 then this afternoon. He won race 1. He'll win race 2 across the line. Another victory then. And a fast lap at the end as well, just to rub it in. Here comes Ethan then across the line into P2. Adam in P3. 4th for John. And they don't switch then. So Robin 5th, McEwen in 6th. Ash is going to cross the line in 7th position. So another decent showing for Ashland, just ahead of Jordan. And then we got Gaz Monkey John battling together as well. And just checking to see who was the highest racing mediums driver. I think it would have been Jordan highest in that one. Across the line comes Gaz, John, Dude Bell. Then we've got Aaron, Mark going to cross the line in 9th. And then Andy the Hopper Hoppers is going to potentially finish down in 14th if the game lets him this time around. Is he going to finish this time around? As here we go then, Hopper's through the last corner. Is he gonna finish? Is the answer, but he's run our cameraman over. Up to the line. No, he doesn't. And don't forget, big up not chewing. You know the rules. And so do I. And don't forget, by the way, that if you do know the rules as well, Jim fixed it. No, he did not. He did not fix it, Lewis. Don't forget, by the way, no tyre wear in this race, so definitely big up not chewing the tyres. So if you do know the rules, they don't get chewed. But digressing onward, don't forget, quite a lot of people are going to be on the racing mediums for this third race, so we are going to have a intriguing battle to see who is going to be the top of the order. Let's get ready for race 3 in just a few moments. And didn't save the replay, but that was pretty much nothing going on there. I saw that might be reportable or anything for the stewards. And don't forget, by the way, stewards will be looking at racing incidents as well. So be good and don't do what I do and take people out. Don't do that. Bad idea. You get taken to a place and beaten with some sticks. And it's not fun. And then you end up like me in the commentary box, and I like being in this commentary box. It was where I feel most comfortable. Just normally prefer a co-com, but of course we don't have one. But I do normally prefer to do that, so my voice is going to die at some point. But it's fine. For a first comeback, we're doing good. Let's see who we're going to get on board with. We're starting in 5 minutes. So it gives me a few seconds to take a little breather. And if you've not used your meds, this is the race to use them. You know the rules. And there you go. Thank you, Ashley, for that beautiful thing. The last rounds of last race was Lewis from Ethan, Adam, John, and then it was Rob, McEwen, Ash, and Jordan, and that's all we get to see because you only get to see the top 10. Oh no, we get the other thing. We've got Gaz, John, Dudebell, then we've got Aaron, Mark, and Hoppers at the back. As well, I actually forgot that was. Do you know the rules? Big up, not cheering, John. You know the rules. You know the rules as well. No, you know using the horn, John. You know the rules. Tut tut. If you don't know the rules, get to know the rules. Dinner. Again, up front, John Thompson from Andy Hoppers, the only two drivers on the field so far. I think that's the first time Even now yellow. How has he learnt yellow? Ethan has learnt the yellow tactic. How has he learned the yellow tactic? We need to know. As we just wait 2 minutes to go, so not a lot of action going on right now. A bit of a cool moment to watch John for his natural habitat in a wall, by the sounds of it. That's his natural habitat apparently now, in a wall, head first. That's a very nice photo he took there on the right. A very nice photo of John getting thrown through the car window as he parks the car in the wall as we wait for Hoppers. Let's see, through the chicane, just about. There's one way to go for a chicane, 2 minutes, 1 minute to go, and don't forget who we've got there. We've got mediums for John, Hoppers, Ash on the mediums. Also for the mediums we've got Aaron, Lewis and Ethan. Everyone else, of course, on the soft. So you would presume This could be a good race for McEwen to have a nice result if the car doesn't decide to flip him into a wall. Oh, that's an interesting camera angle. What have we got here then? Barrier. VAR in the background as well, you can see there. Rob again, John in his natural habitat. I do apologise if I do sound extremely rusty. I am extremely rusty. Like I said, not done this for a year. It's the first time doing this in a while, so we are ready. And final race of this afternoon. And then, of course, we'll be going on to the thing. Oh, no, mind, hold on. Says McEwen. We'll be going eventually. That's just a curb that didn't get placed correctly. And that is a Hoppers who didn't get the corner correctly. By the looks of it. And Randy goes into the wall. Nearly. And away he goes. Off screen. Oh, the camera's worked again. There we go. Oh. Hang on. There we go. Oh. Oh, there we go. Didn't realise they had a different... There you go. You get different camera angles for each time you go through this there. Oh. Does he now? And here we go then. Race number 3 of this afternoon. Mark and Hoppers on the front row. These Hoppers, hopefully this time... hops into turn number 1 on the circuit and not in a wall. But here we go then. For the last time this afternoon, 5 red shiny lights above the circuit, above the gantry. And here we go then. We are underway for the 3rd time, and it's going to be a good start then from Aaron. He goes straight up into the lead then. On that 4-wheel drive on the outside comes John. Is everyone going to make it through turn number 1 this time around? Hopper's there, I think, just about gets through there. I thought he was going off for a second in the background, but he gets through as well as he... yeah, he's still going. I thought for a second he went off the road then, but up in 4th position as contact between Dude Burn. This is going to get a little bit clumsy. McEwen's going to get right caught up in that one, and he avoids it. Gaz Monkey going to sliver it down the middle between the 3 of them. And this is going to end up in a bit of a melee, I reckon, for a second, as Dudebell gets shuffled out. Right, Ash is involved. We've got Ethan around the outside. And is everyone going to survive this one? It's 6th down to last. Is altogether by about 0.1 of a second, as Hoppers is going to get it all wrong through there. And he's going to collect someone. Oh, no, he doesn't. Somehow avoids absolutely everyone. And Ethan out of all of that goes up into 8th, and look who he's alongside. His favourite friend, Lewis Edwards. And these two, I don't think they like each other anymore after earlier on. And let's see how they get on in this one. Are they going to get a little bit argy-bargy? As meanwhile, up the road, talking about argy-bargy, McEwen trying to go around the outside of Gaz Monkey and gets the job done. Up into P4 then. As Lewis ahead of Ethan still. Then it's side by side, and oh! Goodness me! And into the wall. That's a horrible accident for Rob Schowler. And heavy into the wall. Front goes in. Rear goes in. Bish bash bosh. And the car is off. And another one to the victim of that barrier. That's the 2nd time this season, well, this afternoon that he has been off. Through there is Ethan and Lewis side by side down towards turn number 1. Ethan thinking how to move up the inside of his teammate. Lewis, though, he's not going to give him the ounce of steam to come up the inside like that one. As Adam looks up the inside of Gaz Monkey for the first time this afternoon. We see a car going up the inside of the chicane, and it goes horrifically wrong. And on the exit, gets the job done. As Mark a little bit wide right now, John leads this race in the Mercedes. A car that hasn't been the best this afternoon. It's been struggling on and off so far, but it is leading so far this afternoon from Mark in second. Then comes McEwen in third, who's now just got to keep it on the yard and just keep doing what he's doing as Aaron drops down another position down into fifth now. Behind Adam Piper, who's up into fourth. Now here comes Lewis Edwards up the inside. Gaz Monkey. So the bit between his teeth then on the racing mediums. Up the inside he goes. Job done for Lewis. As again, we've got McEwen going side by side with the other Honda. And has he got the job through? Yes, he does. Mark not going to fight that one too heavily. In fact, that's going to allow Adam Piper, presumably, to have a sniff up the inside into the last corner. And down the inside he goes. Has he got the job done? Yes, he has. Is Mark going to come straight back through? Yes, he is. There's room there. Just about. And they remain level as they are. Further down the field, we've got Lewis battling then with Aaron then. And let's see, is Aaron going to go try and get one up the inside? Late braking. Nope, can't do it. Gaz Monkey going late braking as well. Ethan in the middle. Again, Lewis a little bit twitchy on the rear end as Aaron gets all out of shape. And this might allow up the inside goes one cut on the racing mediums. And here comes Ethan then to snatch it as well. As again, another side by side, that's Lewis getting ahead of, I presume, that's Mark Thompson. It is. As Ethan up the inside of Aaron. And job done for him. So the two Mercedes starting to come up through the field bit by bit right now. As Lewis, did he get the job? No, he didn't get the job done then. So he's still going to come back through on Mark. And down into the chicane. Brave attempt. Not going to do it through there. Might unsettle him a little bit and try and get a good exit as we come through up the hill. And again, into this right-hander where Lewis has made 1-2 positions so far this afternoon through here. Can he try and make another one against the racing soft tyres? A big twitch down the driver as he gets a little bit out of shape through there. Is Ethan then? Meanwhile, is he having a look at the inside? Into the S section, thinks of it. Mark's not going to give him an opportunity to try that one, and Ethan's got to be careful that the car doesn't leap round on him like he did in round one, though it has seemed to be a little bit more stable ever since then. Let's see, around the outside, can he do it? Nope, not quite. Let's see, still side by side, then across the line. Can he get the job done? Then down into turn one, you'd imagine so. Later braking on the BMW, it has been all season. The VW, though, it's going to try and hold it around the outside, but again, I think that might just have been snatched from him there. Yes, it has, though. A good exit from Gaz Monkey. Might allow him to come back through. Gap up front remains to be pretty close as Adam Piper now starting to battle Liam McEwen then. So these two going side by side. Then Adam Piper lunging around the outside. Can he get the job done? No. What about the old switchback? Nope, nothing quite there. And Lewis, you can see in the background now, is going to try and close up on these two. Both from racing soft tyres, remember. And you now presume that up front, John Panos is going to be running away with it up front, as we can see these two having a little bit of a battle. Oh, Lewis off! Randy goes. And another mistake for a driver in a BMW that's looped around. Again, they're not having a good afternoon here, and the car that should really be the fastest is struggling. It just does not have the grip. And pushing upwards, though, Adam Piper still battling with McEwen. McEwen now in second position as Adam almost loses it again. And these drivers are not finding any grip for there. You can see another one having a mistake. They look like Mark and Gaz. You can see and hear the tyres squeal for mercy through the corners as Ethan trying to go around the outside. He's been battling with Gaz for the last lap and a bit. Now has an overlap on the inside, but again, the VW quickling the BMW down a straight. You can see very clearly there that no way through, and against the inside line. Now he's going to have to just lunge him again if he can. And the BMW low on those racing mediums, has he got the grip? It does appear to be, but a little bit of a nudge potentially on the exit. Gaslet trying to come back through now on the outside, and you wonder if now has Ethan got the position to just cover that off. Yes, he does, but has he gone a bit too deep yet again? Yes, he has. And now can Gaz get any overlap then, trying to go around the outside to close up on Mark Thompson as well, and 3 in the middle. Ethan trying to go to the inside, to the outside. As there in the background, you can see Harding coming into this one as well. Is now is Ethan going to have any opportunity ahead? As ahead of them, we've got McEwen and Adam Piper still battling. Lee's guy still battling as well. There's been a bit of contact there between those two, and that is Adam and Joseph. But we'll have a little look then back up to Adam and McEwen as these two continue the battle side by side into the long right-hander. And this the battle for P2, the second and third step on the podium. The gap up front now extending to 5.3 seconds. So realistically, a miracle's going to have to happen now for that position to switch. But again, a bit of a mistake there from McEwen. Carl didn't quite want to get on the curb correctly. And now is Adam Piper going to think about a move up the inside? No, thinks better right around the outside though. Might try it there, a little bit wide. And we know the superior speed of the Renault compared to the Honda. Gap closing all the time. Now under 2 temps. Now taking a temp. Now that's sees. He's going to have to think about a move up the inside. McEwen doesn't cover it off quick enough. And up the inside goes Adam. But the outside line presents itself. And now Kenny got the power nice and early then. Side by side. Still just about argy-bargy touching there ever so slightly. Down into the right left of the chicane. Again McEwen. Back up the inside, gets the job done, goes a little bit deep low, and now is this an opportunity for Adam to come back through it. Ethan now up into 4th position, so he has now got ahead of Mark, and now can he try and close up on this gap? The answer probably is going to be no, so it's going to be a best of P4. You can see the whole gang of the cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, as Harding gets ahead of Mark as well. Let's have a little look then and see Mark and Harding side by side down in towards the chicane. Lewis Edwards coming into that one and hold it. Oh dear. And Lewis Edwards into the side of Harding. And a big mistake there. Now, who was at fault in that one? It looked like Harding might have probably not expected Lewis dived up the inside into the chicane, and well, there was contact, and straight around goes Harding, so I'd imagine some penalty might potentially come of that one. As Adam Piper now got a bit of a gap now, 2 seconds then to McEwen, so McEwen has either made a mistake, well, presumably made a mistake somewhere, because Adam Piper is not pulling 2 seconds. Let's see then, this lap for Adam's going to be a 41.0, 43.5, so yeah, loses a second and a half, so presumably getting on the curb somewhere. And the car not quite so settled. Lap 7 and 9. Ethan ahead of now John, ahead of Mark, and then Gaz Monkey. Then comes Lewis. Then we've got Ash battling with Aaron. Then we've got Harding, who's, you gotta feel rotten luck for him so far, as he's was battling for 4th, 5th. Now he's battling for 11th behind Ash, who's of course on those medium tyres, battling with Aaron. As we go back up the field, there is Mark battling with Gaza. And these two getting a bit close to comfort. Let's see, side by side down towards the chicane. And let's see, to the inside, no, won't be better of it too far back to try and make a lunge. We've seen from the car behind, and they're going for the lunge into the chicane. Doesn't quite work, as we've discovered. We've also discovered that Lewis can't do the chicane, because he almost dropped it again through there, and it's the second time he's nearly done that. Someone else going a bit wide in the background. That might have been Harding, or that might have been Ash, or it might have been Rob as well, who's having a torrid time, of course, coming back through from that mistake on the opening laps. Manages to get himself up to 12th. Best opportunity really might be around about 9th if he can get through these cars. As the battle really now for second pretty much over. McEwen dropping back a little bit now, more and more, 2.8 seconds. So I think Adam Piper realistically has that position, so it's going to be a settled for 3rd. Ethan 4th so far. Then we've got John Gaz up side by side with Mark, who, let's see, side by side down towards turn number 1. Gaz Monkey ahead still as he gets lit on the brakes. Yes, he does, as we slot themselves then. Mark in 7th and stays 7th ahead of Lewis now in 8th on those medium tyres. Not too far away from his teammates still though, so still pushing upwards and onwards. Aaron down there in 9th from Ash and Rob, as Rob going to think about a move then down in the chicane. No way through right there, but on the exit, let's see, can he get a nice run through here? Bit of an overlap. Let's see, side by side he goes then. Let's see, left-hand side, as Ash going to be able to cover anything. The answer is presumably we're going to see the Civic just try and get an overlap. Is he still there? I don't think he's close enough. 35,000. No, he's ahead. Now down towards the chicane, but is Ash going to have anything to retaliate with? A bit of contact. And Rob going round and into the wall. And problems there. And he wants to be careful. He doesn't get it collected. He goes through. And contact there between Ash and Rob. And again, another battle into the chicane does not come off the top there. I think the car was a bit twitchy as was, and Rob couldn't really do a lot about it. There was contact, and unfortunate for the Rich Energy driver, it's going from bad to worse. His afternoon shattered, and he's another driver who's just not had any luck this season. Lap 8 coming on to lap 9 then for John, and leads this way then in the Mercedes. Won a race last week, potentially on, well, presumably on for a victory again this afternoon as well. In a race, it's not been on pace, it seems, so far, but it's doing well so far. As up on the exit, here he comes then, and surely on his way then for a lovely victory ahead of Adam Piper, who's again going to close that gap down to the championship leader, and it's not over yet for Adam Piper's aspirations for a title. McEwen with P3, so he's going to finish behind Adam every single race if Adam doesn't bottle it. McEwen, though, like I said, he's going to finish behind Adam every single race so far this afternoon, so that championship battle definitely could be growing between those two. Ethan, who's had an off race, it would appear, an off couple of races with mistakes and issues that have plagued him with the car, with the track as well. It's just not going the way he wants it to go. As Ash and Aaron further down the field battling, a bit of flashing the lights for Mr. Ash Sharp there as he's trying to pressurise and trying to go around the outside. But up front, we should probably look, is John coming up to the line to take victory then here at round number 3. And another victory then for the Mercedes. Adam Piper is going to make it 3 podiums, I believe, out of 3 this afternoon. But across the line, P2 for him. Liam McEwen in 3rd. Ethan Graves going to cross the line in 4th. Ahead of John Thompson. Then it's going to come Gaz Monkey and Lewis Edwards. It's going to be Gaz from Lewis. Then comes Mark. And then it's going to be Aaron. And then it's going to be Ash, who's going to push him all the way to the line. But it's going to be 9th for Aaron, 10th for Ash. Then it's going to be Jordan in 11th. 12th for Dudebug, Rob in 13th. And Andy Mahoppers going for a spin in 14th. And John then wins this afternoon's race from Adam and McEwen. The championship title fight grows now potentially not to a 2-way fight. Definitely now might seem to be coming into a 3-way fight as we come, of course, next week into Spa-Francorchamps then in, of course, the Arden Forest. And that's going to be a intriguing battle then to see who is going to come out the top between those guys. When it's Panos, he takes another victory this afternoon. He could have been in a championship fight, potentially, in the future. But like I say, of course, as we get the results up quickly, John wins a race from Adam, McEwen in 3rd, Ethan in 4th, John in 5th, Gaz in 6th, Lewis 7th, Mark 8th, Riley 9th, Ash 10th, 11th for Jordan, Dubel 12th, Rob 13th, Andy Hoppers 14th at the back. In terms of lap times, by the way, the quick lap a 1:39.7, the slowest is a 1:50.7 from Hoppers. Did not have the afternoon to remember. But I have been Evil Dragon, and I shall see you all sometime in the future. I don't know if I'll be commentating next week, maybe, who knows. But until next time, I've been Evil. Goodbye.